Got that. Okay, I can do this then. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. This is Terry Quattor. Saturday, December 28th, 2024, day 363.
What's a fella got to do around here to get
Sober?
some apple
Yes,
juice?
indeed. I'm a little behind. Time of recording at 6:18 p.m. Took me a little bit to get set up. Well, the later afternoon rolled around, and Sweet Pea didn't want to leave the room for me to be able to do all of this. She wanted to watch the tablet, which is okay. I was still amidst doing some things. I didn't really become available to do anything until about an hour ago, because I had to go to another store to spend more money that I didn't want to spend. Let's just say I had to spend more money because my 2025 project came in, and they forgot to put the bridge in there. So I had to go over to the music store and buy a bridge. Why? Well, my 2025 project is learning to play the violin. That's what we're going to do. I'm thinking maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours a day for 2025, so I can learn and see whether or not I can play. Because frankly, I've never played an instrument in my life before, so I figured, why not start with something difficult? Because there's no way I'm going to let myself learn to play a harmonica. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. I've always wanted to learn to play a violin. It's been very difficult finding one because I'm left-handed. On top of that, it took until this year to find an inexpensive left-handed electric violin. So here we are. I'm going to learn to play. That's going to be the project. And of course, the other one, again, I need to learn how to draw because there are things I want to be doing and wanted to do this year. Couldn't get to it because I was overwhelmingly focused on, sobering up and remaining sober. And well, I'm almost done with that. We're days away. I mean, it's the 28th. So got tomorrow, the 30th, and the 31st. So not counting today, we've got 3 days. But counting today, we've got 4. But we're right there on the cusp. We're right there. I would be most upset at myself were I to screw it up right now. I don't see that happening, which is, again, good. It's good that I'm not. But I'm trying to make sure that my next projects are in order. There was one I wanted to do, but I'm not in a health situation that would warrant the challenge I wanted to do. But that's because I'm probably going to need surgery in the not-so-distant future. Because one of the ones I've had 2 different doctors say keep an eye on is becoming a problem again. And that would be, I have a herniated belly button. It can happen, but it keeps getting worse. And if I poke at it, it hurts. So it's one of those, I need to get that looked at as soon as I can. And of course, it's all about affordability, timing, and all of that stuff. Gotta love that, right? So, projects for 2025, instead of doing the whole... I was going to do a push-up challenge, but I looked at my health situation and realized that would probably be a bad idea. So, learning to play the violin and learning to draw. So, if I can learn to draw, I can make some cartoons for everyone. That will be fun. That would be fun. But one I've been itching to try for well over a decade has been violin. That's what I want to learn to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I just hope I can even do this. I mean, I understand the hardest part is going to be getting the pressure on the bow to strings just right. So the pressure on there so it doesn't sound like you're, harassing a cat, so to say. And so it's going to take a little bit of learning to get that down, and of course the frets the strings to where I'm not hitting 2 strings with 1 finger. That's going to take a lot of work, but I'm trying to give myself an hour to 2 hours every day, if things go well, but minimum I need an hour every single day. that should be interesting enough. I just hope I can do it. Well, I guess I could say I have a higher degree of confidence than I did when I first started out the no drinking challenge. This challenge has worried me because I was afraid the entire year that I would slip up at some point. But, luckily I haven't slipped up, so I haven't had to, start from scratch and say, well, I screwed up, I think I did it again. No, that didn't happen. I stayed true to my word. Not a single drop of alcohol, no drinking, no drunkenness. I'm clean. I guess I could say I'm clean. There's so much more that I need to get in order next year, or 2025. But let's see, got the landlords to deal with, got my kids to deal with. I guess the other thing is get Sweet Pea's sleeping schedule working again. So far, it looks like so far it's looking like the hard decision I made on that holiday eve is hopefully so far proving to be working. But again, time will tell. Gotta make sure that myself and Lily are being consistent too, which so far we are. We're getting to sleep at decent times. We're waking up. Although I was the first person to wake up today, which was interesting, but I also didn't want a large package to stay on my patio all morning. I still feel like it's porch pirate season, so I'm trying to be, extra careful and vigilant. But, yeah, right now... Oh, yeah, like I said, I did my package, or the violin, when it came, for some reason, they did not put a bridge in there. That's what I was talking about. So I had to go to Jerry's Music here locally in my city. I went over there, and luckily they did have a bridge. It was the very last maple bridge they had. So I got very, very lucky. We did do some double checks to make sure that it would work. It's going to work because of how this electric violin is. It's a much more simple one. It's simple, cheap. I didn't need to do anything extravagantly expensive because I have no idea what I'm doing. So starting out with something simple and inexpensive is, to me, the smart thing to do. But it was still interesting for them because they've never handled a left-handed electric. So it kind of threw them off. I was like, well, here's the shoulder rest right here. And like, what is go? And then they looked at it again. They're like, oh, this is left-handed. I'm like, uh-huh. So yes, I'm excited. And yeah, I just need to make sure I'm mentally in that zone, I guess. I'd say I am. I guess maybe physically do I need to get ready? I mean, I don't know what I'd need to do to physically be ready other than make sure my arms aren't lazy as can be. Maybe work on my flapping? I don't know. Do I flap? Probably not. That's just me being silly. I'm excited. What else can I do? End of the year is always a fascinating one. And luckily, I don't have to sit there and say, new year, new me. I don't have to do any of that because, I am, not new. I'm not new at all. I'm an old fart. I'm an old geezer. No, I'm an old fart. Yeah, I'm grumpy. Or something, I don't know. But definitely not the new year, new me kind of concept. I've never really liked that because whenever people say that, what do they do? Like, usually by the very next day and sometimes the same day. The same stuff that they always did that really bugged people. So there's nothing really new about it, is there? But yeah, I would like to know what everyone else has planned for their 2025. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, any challenges? Because again, like I said at the beginning of this year and throughout the year, I don't like to call it a New Year's resolution. To me, that just seems like you're setting yourself up for failure. Because how many people do you know have seen a New Year's resolution through? Be honest with yourself and ask yourself the same thing too. Have you ever seen a New Year's resolution through? Either way, I still would love to know if any of you have any New Year's resolutions or any challenges for yourself for next year. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment section in the comment section down below on what you're doing for your 2025. I already know 2 of them. Well, more than 2. 3, 4 at the store. 5, 6 pickup sticks. We're not doing that. Anyway, I hope everyone else has enjoyed their Saturday. I apologize for being so late, but them's the breaks. This is Terra Quator on your Saturday, December 28th, 2024, day 363. We will all see you tomorrow on Sunday, which is again the last Sunday of the year. So long, everyone. I'm gonna go. I have to go. I get to make dinner and not trip over cords. That would be great too.